Well, today I'm going to show you how I make my soaps. And what I do, the first thing that I do, I have to mix my lye in a liquid. It can be any type of liquid. So today I'm going to use a tea that I steeped and I let it cool out. A lot of people say that lye is very dangerous, but it is if you don't if you're not careful as to how you use it. But to make soap, homemade soap, you have to use lye. There's no other way to do it unless you want to, do it the easy way and just melt and pour, which is you buy glycerin soap and melt it and, you know, and whatever ingredients you want. But I like to make my own homemade soap. Lye actually is, it's a chemical. It's actually a salt, lye, and what it does, let me see what it says. It's derived from salt, and during the process, the water, which is reduced to a hydrogen. To a hydrogen gas. The hydrogen. I'm reading the notes over here. The hydrogen ion bonds. The hydrogen ion bonds with the sodium to form the sodium hydroxide. So it's actually a salt, but anyway. So right now what I'm gonna do, I got my measured tea right here, my liquid tea, and this is the lye that I already measured out also. So I'm gonna pour it in here, and I wear gloves and try to keep my distance because I really do not wanna, ingest any of the fumes because it gets really hot after I pour it in there. So I'm gonna do that now. There. Okay. And I stir it, until the lye is dissolved in the liquid. So it will take a few minutes. And it does get really, really hot. So you have to be careful. So, there. Okay, it's dissolved now. It doesn't take too long to dissolve. Put it in there. It's really hot. I usually check the temperature, and I do have a little, here it is. So anyway, this is what I use to check the temperature. And it's 181 degrees. I don't know if you can see it. Nope. Okay. Yeah. There you go. 181. So I let it sit there. So, well, I let it sit there and it has to cool down. I'm gonna be mixing my oils to add to my lye solution. So I'll show you the oils that I'm gonna be mixing it with. If you can see, let me see here. Oops. These are my, I'm gonna be using. So now I've already melted my oils, and the lye solution has cooled down. So the temperature has to be very close to one another. So I have to, continuously check the temperature of both the lye solution and the oils. So now they're like 3 to 4 degrees off, which is good. Also, I added this sodium lactate. The reason I add this is because it gives the soap the bar of soap, makes it harder and longer lasting. So I like to use that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the lye solution into my oils. And then I stir it a little bit. And get that out of the way. So you can see what I'm gonna do now. And I'm gonna use a stick blender. Okay. So there we go. Let's start. Now what happens is that you have to mix it until the liquid, forms a consistency that pudding, and that is called trace. Now, if it doesn't trace, that means that the soap did not produce. So you have to mix it until it gets a little bit thick. You have to stop it, so that the air bubbles can get out. It's beginning to thicken now. You can just see that. Gonna look like pudding, a little bit thicker. Yeah. So what I like to do, I like to add like powders. To give it a little bit of, I don't know. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put coffee. And coffee, what it does is an exfoliator. So when you're bathing, it kind of like scrubs your skin and, takes out all the dead skin cells from your body. And sometimes I use cocoa or rose petals, and it makes a soap bar a little bit more interesting. I don't use I try not to use essential oils. A lot of soap makers, they use a lot of essential oils on their soaps when they make their soaps. But essential oils are very expensive, and I don't sell my soaps at all. I give them away. So I do it for fun because I love doing it. And it keeps me busy, it gives me something to do. And my kids love it too, so they use it all the time. So I'm gonna explain to you about the lye in here, because a lot of people might think, oh my God, you've got lye, it's gonna, really, do damage to my skin. But that's not necessarily true, because what it does, the lye, this mixture, it goes through a saponification process. And what happens, it can take up to 4 weeks for the soap to cure. So there is a chemical reaction that takes place. And it really, the lye and the oil, it rearranges a molecule, and which transforms the fat and lye into a soap. And so when you use it, the lye is gone. It's not there anymore. But you have to let it cure. I usually let it cure for 4 weeks, and can start using it, and it doesn't burn your skin at all. It's very good. And what happened? The fats, the shea butter that I use, and the coconut oil, that gives the soap bubbles, a lot of lather. The oils that I put in is grapeseed oil, olive oil, a little bit of castor oil to give it more bubbles, and the olive oil, and I put grapeseed oil. I think I said that. It gives a lot of moisturizing to your body, moisturizes your body, while the shea butter and the coconut oil is produces a lot of bubbles and lather. So it's getting thick. gonna pour it now into my mold. Okay, put that over here. All right, so get this. All right, and I like to use silicone molds because they're easy. It's easy for me to pop the soaps out once it hardens up, and then I put it in my laundry room on top of the laundry room and let it cure, let it finish curing, and in 4 weeks it'll be done. Hi, Guillermo, because you don't want nobody to see you. I'm videotaping this. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sweetheart. Unless you want to be on video. Yeah. Okay. It's done. Okay. Okay, let me show you. See how nice that looks? It's got a lot of specks. And once it's cured and I start using it, or my kids start using it, it'll, the coffee grounds will exfoliate your skin. So there it is. And what I'll do, I'll put it in the laundry room, cover it up, because I have to cover it up. What I do, I put parchment paper or freezer paper on top of this, and then I put a towel on top of it, because while it's hardening up, it gets very, very hot. So by tomorrow, I should be ready to, I give it 24 hours. And then afterwards, I pop the soaps out of the mold, cut it up in pieces, and then I let it sit for 4 weeks, and they're ready to use. So that's it. Okay. These are, 3 of the soaps that I made in the past, and they're cured. This is honey, and this is rosemary. I wrote it on the bar. Rosemary, probably can't see it. Let me see. No, you can't see it. Rosemary, and this is black soap. Black soap is made from activated charcoal, and it's very good for your skin, especially for people that have skin problems. It's very good. So there you go.